Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Lena here, and I am so excited to be bringing you this room build slash decorating video for my household that I play with on Instagram. And that is the Lotharios. And if you do not follow me on Instagram, I will link that account in the description. I do have several, so sorry for the confusion because it is a bit confusing. I had my main account that I started with, and then that progressed and branched off into two other accounts. Then I turned my main account into just a regular Sims account that has nothing to do with my legacy anymore. However, everything is there. I'll link them in the description so you can access them. And if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me because I know it is confusing, but that's because I'm confusing. I'm just joking. Um, but anyway, it'll help you to go and view that just because I'll talk about them a lot in this video and it won't make I guess it would make sense. But anyway, so this build, this room is for my twins, Yaya and AJ, or should I say Matcha twins, since they're Shay and Matt's youngest. Um, but for the longest, since I aged them up, they have not actually had a bedroom. And I feel so bad because that's not good. That's bad parenting. They should have a room. They should have their own bed at least. But no, I was lazy and I was unmotivated, so this room was basically an empty shell. I deleted all the nursery furniture that was in here and kind of expanded it. As it wasn't as spacious as this, which this is not a big room by any means. It's the smallest room in this house, but I needed it to be a little bit bigger for at least the idea that I had in my head that I wanted to kind of translate. And hopefully this looks, you know, decent. If you're watching this, give me some feedback. I posted pictures of it already on Instagram and I've gotten love for it and I appreciate it. Everybody knows I will always appreciate my Instagram family because that's where it all started. And I've been on Instagram for who almost a year and a half. It'll be let me see. It'll be a year and a half in May. So yeah, I guess kind of almost a year and a half. Regardless, I've been on there for a while, and I've been playing with the same family legacy since I started, and actually since before that, since The Sims 4 came out, I was playing with the patriarch and matriarch of this legacy, which are the Hathaways, and now we have the Lotharios because um there's been marriages and more and kids and just other accounts involved in building this entire storyline that I had envisioned, and I'm glad to actually have such cool people that I've met that were able to tackle and take on this legacy with me, and I appreciate them. They know who they are. T, she knows who she is, even though she doesn't post that much anymore because her game gives her hell. And then Sammy, which I'm not gonna comment on that too much because we still got some stuff in the works, but that's coming. Stay tuned. And then there's also, uh, Lord, why am I drawing a blank right now? Thee. She has taken on a part. She's taken on a part of the legacy too, because she's married my Sim Jai's son. This is so confusing. I'm gonna link their accounts down in the description too, so you can go follow them on Instagram. So it could just be one big confusing mess. Cause there's like 3 or 4 accounts involved in this legacy now, and I'm so entirely happy about that. It just makes me feel warm and fuzzy. But anyway, back to this room build because I'm so off topic right now. We're supposed to be talking about the room, but I will be talking about the family too, obviously, because they're important to me, and this is what this room is for, pertaining to this household at least. And right now, I don't even because I'm recording my voice after the fact, so I'm kind of watching this as I go along to see what I'm doing, and I struggle. with decision making in terms of decorating and furnishing more than anybody else. So, I mean, you guys may think this this doesn't happen overnight, okay? And I think this took me about 2 hours in real time. Maybe a little bit less than that, not quite 2 hours, probably like an hour and 40 minutes or something like that. Um, and possibly longer than that because I attempted to record it a first time, and for whatever reason, I don't even, no, it wasn't, I recorded it. I wasn't feeling the direction I was going with the space, so I was like, no. And this is already, I don't want it to be a really long video, so I was just like, I'm just gonna start over when I'm feeling it, and I just got back on and got inspired because we all can use a little inspiration sometime. And then right now I'm just kind of like going through and placing some stuff on the wall. I love wall clutter, and I love wall clutter more than I like floor clutter because you're not taking up floor space. Your Sims can still get around, and then it covers your walls and it looks nice. And I don't know why I put that there because that was hideous. I do end up swapping out these letters for to spell Yaya's name, which, and I should have been talking about that. So this room is actually for my twins Yaya and Aj, and they are the youngest um, of Shay and Matt's children, and they are my babies. I love them so much, and I feel so bad that they did not have their own room. They've been rooming with their older siblings, Jay and Raphael. So, and Jay's never at home. Actually, neither of them are ever really at home. In terms of the story, Jay's actually never really in the house when I play. She's off with Amari. Y'all know how that go. You 17 and got an older boyfriend with his own place. You tend to be over there. I'm just saying, you know. But anyways, so in terms of the design and decorating for this space, I like I said, I had a vision in my head, and I wasn't sure how that would translate over into the game. And like I said, this is my second attempt to do this, so I did struggle in terms of like picking what was it, the wall covering and the flooring. That's always I tend to do that, fairly quickly. But in terms of like wall decoration and excuse me, and placing stuff, I'm just like, I don't know. I'm gonna put it here, and then like 5 minutes later, I may not like it where I originally, put that particular object, so I'll move it, and you'll see that. Like for instance, these loft beds. I have two different types of loft beds. I do not stick with these in the end. I'll pick something else. These seem more bulky, and these are called Clubhouse. I just hit my microphone. Oops. Sorry about that if that was loud. These are called Clubhouse loft beds because they have that kind of like encasing around them, you know? You may not know, but whatever, I'm explaining anyway. But the other ones I picked do not have that. So I felt like those were just, it seemed a little bit more, I don't know. I don't know what word I was looking for. I just like them better overall. So I'll end up swapping them out. Um, and then in terms of the rug, I struggled with which rug to use. I don't know why that's always a problem for me. And the issue is I have so many. First of all, I download so many rugs, and then each rug has like a billion swatches. So I'm always like, oh well, maybe I'll use this one. I'll find a swatch that I like, and that never actually happens. So I'm constantly going back and forth with rugs. Then I'm placing stuff on the desk, moving stuff. Like I'm thinking in terms of if I were a kid or if I were Yaya and AJ and I were to come in this room, where would I sit? Like where would things be left? Because I mean they're neat, kind of neat kids, and then on top of that, Shay is like a she doesn't have a neat trait, but in my head she's a neat person. So I'm thinking if she were to walk in here and stuff was all over the place in disarray, she'd be like, no, you need to clean this up. You need to put that up. That needs to be put away. So I'm thinking in terms of that. Like it's cluttered. Things are kind of out, but it's still tidy. If that makes sense. I think that makes sense. But anyway, so I just wanted it to kind of have that feel. And now I'm going back and adding wall paintings. And I have so many wall paintings. And I've even started dabbling in making my own. And I actually have a few in this house, but none I use in this room because I don't have like really kid friendly wall art. But I will actually make my own. And then I'm also gonna dedicate some time this week to um, making like family pictures, since I did find out how to make my own custom pictures. I'm gonna take photos that I've taken over the course of my legacy and frame them and put them up in the house. I really want to have a gallery. I want to actually have two gallery walls. I want to have a gallery wall in the upstairs hallway up here, and then also like in the stairway area coming up the stairs. I want a gallery wall there. I'll probably put one in the living room too, just because you can never have too many family photos. And I call myself a photo whore. Sorry if that sounds bad, but I am. I take so many photos like constantly, and a lot of them, I'm not gonna say a lot, but some of them I don't even post on Instagram because like if you're active on Instagram, you're always constantly posting, and then I tell stories on my accounts too. So it's it's always I'm not gonna say it's hard, but if I don't want to just be posting a picture to be posting a picture. I want to actually say something that's gonna contribute something to my story or my account. And sometimes if I take a billion pictures of like the same setting, if my Sims are in the same spot, I don't want to post a billion of those type of pictures, so I'll keep them for my own personal, enjoyment and just go back and look at them and be like, oh, that's cute. So those are the pictures I wanna, frame and have hung up. And look, I finally found a rug. Isn't that awesome? And I'll still go back. You'll see me go back and try to pick another one. That's the one I'll choose in the end, but I'll go back and sift through some more here in just a second. And I'm just going in and adding just some final touches here and there. I'm not gonna say final because I still have a few minutes left in this video. So I'm constantly like, oh, look, is there something else I can add? Is there something else I can put in this particular area? But like I said, I didn't want too much clutter because otherwise they're not gonna be able to walk anywhere. And then I'm always, like I said, I'm always for wall clutter. I feel like it's perfectly acceptable to have each wall covered with something. That's just my personal opinion. And I love those pictures. I was a little unsure with in terms of like the color frames, and I wish I had taken the time to actually recolor those, at least the frames, to be white, because I would have looked. I might go back and do that. I think I will. And recolor those, at least the frames. And I also wanted to recolor the windows in this particular room. The interior of the windows, I wanted those to be white. And I tried to. I really did try. But Sims 4 Studio and GIMP were just not cooperating. I could not get the color channels to. I couldn't get it right, and that it annoyed me. So I have to settle for this. I'll go back and do it because I'm a perfectionist, and I'm like, if I say I want it that way, I'm gonna get it that way eventually. So yeah, I wish I had left that lamp yellow. I liked it yellow. I don't. I'm always for pops of color. But that's just me, and I see. And when I'm decorating, I'm thinking in terms of like what I like. I'm not thinking in terms of what my Sims personalities and what they like. Although Shay's picked up, a knack for interior design, over the course of her adulthood. 'Cause this house has changed. I'm not gonna say it's changed a whole lot, but it's definitely more of my style, and I think less of Shay's. But yeah, I think this actually came together pretty nice, and I'm really satisfied with it, considering I find myself getting extremely jealous when I look at other people's. I'm not gonna name them, but they know who they are, and maybe they're watching this. But there's like some people that I follow on Instagram, and when I look at their interior pictures, I'm just like, what in the hell? How did they do that? Like, what? Uh, what skill? How are you born with this? Like, I want that skill because that's something you can just pick up over time, and maybe you can. I don't know, but I feel, and I do feel like my interior design has gotten better. And Lord, and if I'm pausing, it's because I'm listening to how how I'm talking, and I'm like, ooh, my accent is coming out, Lord. Um, trying to hide it, and it's there. But anyway, I don't know. I feel like my skill set has improved, and hopefully it continues to do so because I want to get like some of these people and that's be killing the game in interiors. So I'm almost done here, and I'm really proud of it. I'm so proud of it actually because I think they and Yaya and AJ love it. Oh, and I forgot to mention these beds are functional. I was a little concerned about that. I was like, how will they actually get up there and sleep? But they do, and that was shot. It the animation looks a little weird at first, but they sleep comfortably under there. It looks normal, and I like it. So, yeah. And now here's the pictures of the final product. Well, the semi-final product because I do go back after the fact. No, this is the final product. Anyway, I'm just I'm making myself laugh. I'm gonna I'm gonna end this here, but if you liked it, please leave a thumbs up and subscribe to see more videos like this. And